Hello, hello. Welcome into the stream. I hope everyone is doing good. It's Stardew Sunday, so let's head into the game. Okay, and we are in. Okay. Let us begin. Stardew Sunday. Let's check our sprites. Spirits feel neutral today. Okay. And again, I have no sound. Why does this always happen to me? This is a banger. What's a banger? Is it the audio? I might have to restart my game. I don't know why it does this with the audio. Let me see. Is there a way I can change? No. Okay. Let us restart the game. Oh my goodness. The song, right? I don't know why the game does this. Sometimes when I load it the first time, the sound doesn't play through my headphones. It's really annoying. Hopefully, as well, my voice doesn't cut out. I noticed the noise gate on the filter, the mic was being weird, so I adjusted it slightly, so hopefully it's a lot better now. But we shall see. Let us go into our farm. So I'm also thinking of streaming. I sound better? That's good, that's good. I'm hoping to stream Stardew now on Tuesdays as well, so that we can progress a little further. Okay, the spirits feel neutral today. Does that mean I want to risk the mines? That's the question. Okay, and we have to water so many crops on my... Okay, yeah, Jojo, you found me in a bit of a pickle. We'll say that. We have emeralds, gold ore, copper ore. I think maybe I should smelt some of this gold. And this iron, actually. Let's focus on the iron, actually, so that we can... get things going. I'm trying to figure what my brain is trying to, you know, say. Let's organize that. We have a diamond also. Our booties we can't sell now. We don't need those anymore. Okay, yes, summer crops. What ones haven't I done also? Let's refresh our minds a little bit. We have apples. Okay. Didn't I get a purple mushroom? So that would be the field research done. Ooh, and we need a red mushroom for that. Okay, okay. We are looking good. We can sell those mushrooms, that's fine. I also want to put my tools away so that I can... water the crops, because they need watering. I cannot wait to have sprinklers. I feel like that's gonna be a little while though. And look at these summer squash. All gold rated, but it's fine. If I'm gonna do a bundle run, and I will take the chili pepper with me also. So I'm selling those. I'm smelting these. Let us go and refill our watering can. Our chickens are happy. And they laid us some eggs. Beautiful. Just what we need. Now we have to water all the crops. And hope that we don't get exhausted. Do I have no sprinklers? I don't. I don't think I even have them unlocked. No, I don't. Okay. I'm not even gonna bother making the really bad ones. Just because the really bad ones don't do much at all. Not worth my time. I love the sound of the watering can. And we're out of water. I need to get a well. That is the first step, I think. Oh, the luau has begun on the beach. I don't want to go to the luau. You need to get a well, or you like the sounds, Puli? Remember also to redeem your happy flaps for the day. Keep those numbers growing. You now have 3 in total, Puli. You're doing good. You are the highest ranked in the happy flaps. So an update on the YouTube as well. I finally finished the first build. Although the file corrupted, but you know, we're not going to talk about that because it's upsetting. But I think I've managed to make it work. I'm very happy with how it's going so far. I'm hoping to have it all complete and out by the end of next week. So, if all goes well, my first YouTube video will be up. And I'm very excited about it. And I'm also a little nervous. Okay, let's put that there. I think maybe we should go fishing. Just because. Fishing gets us money. Where did I put my fishing rod? And why do I never remember? Hello, Boo. I forgot to water you. I'm sorry. It's in here, okay. And we have some bait on it. Okay, we've watered the dog, and now we have to go and donate some stuff into the community center. I'm glad you look forward to it. I've been working very hard on it. It's sad about the file corruption, but I think I've made it work. Or I've tried my best to make it work anyway. Obviously, I'm still learning the editing software, so yeah, it may not be the greatest, but I tried my best and that's what matters. Okay, field research. Finally! That's Demetrius done. Oh, okay, we got another recycling machine. Okay. We're so close to getting this. I don't know where to get a duck feather but you know. And then we have to donate this chili pepper. Let us donate. Wrong room. I always get so confused with these rooms. Okay. Little Gemino. He's gone for a little wander. Oh, I forgot to sell my mayonnaise. Also, did that give us more relationship with him? No, it did not. Okay. It didn't. Ignore it completely. It's fine. Okay. Just want to quickly check. Oh, it's locked. Okay. Yeah, it's locked. On a Thursday as well as Wednesday. Great business, buddy. Feel like I need to get some more animals as well. So that we can get a bigger production going. Okay, we should be good to go. Let's go fish. I know one thing I need to do. I need to open up our list of things so that we can actually fish. Let's open up the Stardew list. Hopefully it'll open up. Sometimes it doesn't. For summer we need a red snapper, which is in the summer. We need an octopus. So maybe we do some ocean fishing. That sounds good, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's not opening. There we go. Now it's open. Okay, let's take that down. Let's do some ocean fishing. I also wanted to save for that fishing rod. Now I remember. It's 7,500 gold for the iridium fishing rod. And I want it. Because it does make fishing a lot easier. And as you have witnessed many times, I need all the help I can get when it comes to fishing. We have some goodies on the beach we can collect also. I think we're gonna go to the east pier, because I think that's where it says that they need to be. Whenever I fish at the ocean though, it makes me sleepy. Hey! Okay, we got a new record for a tuna. That's fine. It's not what I need, but it's okay. And look at our little puppy bobber. Oh my goodness, so cute. Perfect. What did I get? Red mullet. Okay, I'm gonna be cursed again. And just continue getting red mullets, I think. I never get the red snapper. And of course garbage. Again, another red mullet, of course. Fish bubbles. I need to fish in those bubbles. Okay. Like, no, I don't want seaweed. How am I meant to fish in the bubbles? There we go. Are these bubbles just gonna give me seaweed? I've used my last piece of bait, of course. This will make fishing— oh my goodness, it's a fish hat, dude. Oh. See, I don't even stand a chance, man. Oh my lord. Okay. We got this. No. Why do you suddenly go down, dude? Why? This fish is not playing fair at all. Finally! We got a super cucumber. Just what I need. It's not what I need, but okay. Don't laugh, Poolie. It's painful. This is painful. Oh goodness, and it keeps giving me damn seaweed. And flounders. I don't need these. I think I'm just super unlucky. Oh no, not another one in a hat. I'm never gonna get these hat dudes. I'm telling you. I'm tuna. None of those are fish that I need. Not good for me. See if we can catch one or two more fish. Though I think the fish that I need no longer come out at this time, which is very sad. New record for the halibut. Nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, we'll run back. I feel like when we get that iridium rod, we're gonna be unstoppable. I need to give a beard to Shane also. #1 priority. Giving the alcoholic alcohol. It's locked. Oh. I'm guessing I'm not invited to that either. Oh my goodness. Oh wait, no, they're all at the luau, and I didn't go. Right. Okay, let's see what we need to keep. this weird cucumber thingy. Do I have an already? Yes, okay. Then I don't need any of these. Nope. But I can sell. Wait. Now I can sell everything. And put my garbage in the recycler. Gotta get these things done. Okay, we'll smelt the gold. Make some mayonnaise. And we'll just go to sleep. Okay, we made some good money. I think we can buy that fishing rod now. Which makes me very happy. Okay, weather report. Okay, oh, a storm's approaching. Fun. Okay, the spirits are unhappy, which means it's fishing today. Berries! Okay. We have a chili. And a tomato. Okay. I want to keep gold of you, gold of you. Wait. I have the red cabbage. Why did I take it? Did I have a reason not to take it? I don't think so. Okay, I can take the tomato today too. Fine. So we don't need that, don't need those, don't need the grapes. I also have a sunflower, which would complete her bundle, right? Hang on, let's check. No, then I still need the damn duck feather. Where the hell am I gonna get that? I wish I knew, in all honesty. I need another coal. Check the wiki. I know I should, but did I only get one egg today? Clicking on and off the screen is irritating. I think I get it from the traveling hippo lady. Where did I put my watering can? Hello, Boo. There you go, you're watered. Hopefully we get some good quality melons from this. It is much needed. Refill the watering can quickly again. I wish the music in-game would just play continuously and not just shut off and just play randomly. I wish it like played just on a loop. And I'm out of order again. I want to go buy my new rod. Damn it. Watering can go. I actually need my fishing rod. And I'm gonna take my good bait. Let's go. Okay, we just need to get the duck feather for that, and then that bundle's done. It's this one. I almost got the wrong bundle again. Okay, yeah, I need 5 really good quality melons. Okay, let's go get our fishing rod. I think that will be very beneficial to us. Gotta check the trash. Oh. Can't do it with Lewis watching. He will certainly judge us for searching in his trash bin. I can guarantee it. Okay, we're gonna sell that, and where are you? There goes all our money, but it was worth it. Now I never know what kind of bobber to get. I think I'm just gonna get this lead one for now. The deluxe bait is so expensive, but I feel like it's gonna help us get those better fish. And we are poor. Let me see if we got any new bobbers. No. But the puppy's still the best one, so. Why has it gone so green? Is it just me? Possibly. We are poor again, but it's fine. Let's see if spending all this money actually paid off. Bubbles. I don't need red mullet. Oh my goodness. You think it's gonna give me the fish I need at all? No. It's not, is it? Even with my premium bait. Don't need that one. I don't like that it's giving me seaweed. And a flounder. I think this game hates me, especially when it comes to fishing. Quickly get the chest. Beautiful. And a red mullet, of course. Of course, game. Didn't even get anything good from the chest, man. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. Oh my god, even with the best rod, I can't do it. Oh god. Oh no, I used my bait. I keep getting seaweed. I don't want seaweed. Oh, I've leveled up. Fun. I need a red snapper game, not a red mullet. Let's try from a different place of the beach. A flounder. Okay. I see how it is, game. I am storming off this beach. A fish right here. I got a pike. Fun. New record on the bream. Beautiful. I don't think... Oh, I do. Okay. We will eat the river jelly. Because it gives us a boost. And we need all the help we can get. Okay, let's give Shane a beer. And then we will go and sell our fish. Did I check the bins here? Yes, I did. Okay. Shane's here. Beautiful. Oh, I don't have money. I am poor. I am so poor. This is not good. I'm gonna just sell all of it. Just want more iron. Where are those glasses? Okay, maybe we can use the last bit of our energy to tidy up the farm a little bit. Where's our axe? I need to level up our axe. Okay. Okay, we're exhausted. We have to abort this mission. Let us sleep immediately. Yay! We can now... What is a treasure hunter? What? Okay. Okay. We leveled up in our fishing again. And we made some money, which I am not going to complain about. It's raining. It's not clear and sunny, I can tell you that for a fact. Okay, the spirits are neutral, but... Oh, damn crow. It's storm day. Maybe we can take all our geodes and stuff. I only need one. I'm just trying to see what else we can take to Gunther. I think Scarecrow. What do I need to make another one? Wood, coal, fiber. Okay. Wood. Damn crows, get off my lawn. Go check on the chickens. Because they're not going to be happy. That is not an egg. Okay. And the melons are done. Okay, we have one good quality melon. I wanted more. Not good for us. Did I need a melon? I did need a melon. Did I do... Yes, okay. All I have to do is get another mushroom for that, okay. I believe we had the cave, didn't we? Or did I not update it in this one? I swear we had the cave unlocked. Who knows? I brought the melon. I thought I forgot it. Let's go see Clint and Gunther. Hopefully it is open on a Saturday. It's Shane. We'll just watch him from a distance. Like really creepy. Then I'm gonna just go through people's trash. Let's go see Clint first, I think. My dude, process these geodes. What is that? Okay, we're getting... What is that? An opal. Interesting. We got clay. More clay? That's mudstone, okay. Obsidian, okay. Limestone. Stone. What is that? Jasper, okay. Okay, Esperite. More copper. Pyrite, okay. Jagite? I don't know. Oh, you don't have enough room. Okay, Clint, I'll be right back. Gunther, my dude. Donate. Okay. Pretty rocks. Look at us, we're on a roll. Wolf stuff. Fossils. Okay. My dude. Let me collect my rewards. We got some starfruit seeds, beautiful. How long do they take to grow? Plant these in the summer takes 13 days. Do I have enough days? That is the question. Clint, my dude. Process some geodes for me. Okay. Okay, we're getting some stuff here. Which is good for our donations to the museum. What the heck is that? A dwarvish helm. Celestine? What the heck is that? Jabberite? Like Jabba the Hutt, Jabberite. I'm so funny. More limestone. Okay, let's see what more we can donate. Okay. Dwarvish helmet. Please collect my rewards. Ooh, we got the big blue teddy bear. Okay. Interesting. A book by Monty on animals. There's a futon there. I got distracted and walked into the fence. I don't know if I'll have enough time. Yes, but we'd get one from it. So do I save it for the greenhouse? Or do I just plant it now? I think I'll save it for the greenhouse. That could be a mistake, but... Okay. This could be a mistake, but I am going to sell... Oh, damn it, I didn't donate my sandstone. Materials... I didn't put my scarecrow down. Of course I didn't. Why would I put that down? Yeah, they'll be fine. Hello, Pika. Welcome in. Hope you are doing well. Yes, I am finally live. We'll put that in there. Hydrate. I will go and get a drink now. And posture check. I will do that also now. I was just gonna quickly go grab a drink. Let me put this stuff away. I want to put my big teddy bear in here. He can go there. He's so cute. Okay. And my big emerald and puppy out the way. I never know. Like, oh, God. I took that off the wall. Did not mean to do that. No, no coffee. I'll go and get a drink now. I'm just organizing my stuff up a bit. You're doing good? I'm glad. I'm also good. I'm not feeling 100% to be honest. My throat is kind of sore, but we are getting on with it. Give me 2 minutes. I'm just gonna quickly go and get a drink. Okay, we are back. Have my drink and I'm good. Thank you, thank you. Okay, did I sleep? I don't think I did. Let us go fishing. Actually, let's see first. Right? It's adorable. We've got the list up. Let's see what fish we need to get. So we need... one in the ocean, which is fine. Okay. Let's go ocean fishing. I was fishing... when did I fish? Where is my fishing rod for one? I was fishing just like 10-15 minutes before you joined. And I got so many red mullets. It was ridiculous. I like rage quit, honestly. It is huge. I really like want a plushie that big. But I feel like my dogs would destroy it. Yeah, it seems that they do. They just don't leave me alone. And we have a thunderstorm. Beautiful, just what we need. Okay, let's see if we can get a fish other than a red mullet. Yeah, we gotta grind. Oh, I got a CD. Beautiful. If we are gonna 100% the game, we need to grind. We got a red snapper! Yes! Finally something other than a red mullet. Oh my goodness. I'm so happy. And we have... wait, what was our achievement? What achievement did we get? Was it the... oh, marina. Okay, catch 24 different fish. Right? Now I'm happy. I needed him. Oh, did I click too late? Damn it. Finally! That fish has been a slippery little thing. Oh no, not you. Oh. I'm never gonna catch those. I'm just... okay. What do we need? A catfish, a shad, and a tiger trout. Tiger trout. Okay, I can't get 2 of those until the spring, sadly. Yes! Then we've completed the ocean fish. And we need a walleye and a bream. Wait, no, an eel. An eel and a walleye. I'm just looking. Eel, night, okay. And what was that? A walleye? That's nighttime. Okay, and I think that's all the fish we need. Right? The fish in the hat, man, it goes crazy. I can't keep up with that. Oh god, I thought the thunder was the ping. Oh my god, again. Dude. How am I meant to keep up with him? Okay, I have no fishing tackle and my bait spawn out. Beautiful. Yeah, that fish, like, I just keep missing it all the time. It just has a mind of its own, it seems. See, now I'm just gonna get red snappers. I just think the game is a troll to me in general when it comes to fishing. Oh, not again. Dude. I need you to stop. Dude. Be good. Be nice. Like, oh my goodness. I'm storming away from him. He is so mean. I know. Yeah, I was close and then I wasn't. It's a sad time. Oh god. Okay, I've already been a trash goblin today, it seems. Is Shane in here? He is. Let's buy him a beer. Out my way. It's not hard to tell it's your favorite Shane. Next time, do you think? I'm not so sure. Let's go put this in the bundle. And then that's the ocean bundle done. Okay, there's the red snapper. Beautiful. What did we get? Ooh, warp totems. So, I can't get the... Which ones can't I get? I can't get this one until the spring. The shad, I don't think... Yeah, I can't get that until spring. Tiger trout, I can get in next season. The walleye, I don't think. That's fall and winter. Okay, and the eel. That's next season also. We just did that one, right? And then the special fish. I think these are what are like being so mean to me. Because the ghost fish we need to get, well, we can get it in the mines. The puffer fish. Where do we get Mr. Puffer? Okay. He's a summer fish. Between 12 and 4 p.m. in the ocean. And it has to be sunny. Dude. My guy. Where is our scent fish? Where are you on the list, sir? I think he's from the desert, if I'm not mistaken. And then the wood skip. He's from the secret woods. Okay, and the sandfish. I swear, he is from the desert. Yes, he is. The desert. Okay. So we still have a few fish to get, but it's okay. We will get there eventually. I'm still salty about the catfish. I just could not catch him last season. It was not good at all. But this pufferfish is gonna be a pain, I think. A pain in the butt, for sure. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Fish. I'm a pro gamer, I wish. Ooh, more fossils. Beautiful. We can donate those. Soggy newspaper, just what I want when I'm fishing. I just want to make money. A bullhead. Okay, great. We'll have an ad in 10 minutes. Just to let people know. Obviously, if you're a sub, and you don't have to worry. But for the lurkers who aren't. Mr. Fish. Yeah, these ones are fine, I think. It's those special ocean fish with the hats. They are crazy. They are absolutely crazy. No, I'm not gonna get anything. Just trash and algae. I just want all of the money. This thunder is crazy. And I missed that completely. I got distracted by the lily pad. Oh dude, I'm sorry, I went too quickly. It's getting late. Let us run back home. And hope to God we do not pass out. I don't think we will though. We'll make it. We are speedy like that. We are so speedy, it's kind of ridiculous. I am like the Flash. Thank you, thank you. What do I need to put away? You. Yes, I know. You are wrong chest. You are sleepy, but we have to put stuff away before we can go to sleep. Because I need money. We need money to buy things. Now we can go to sleep. Beautiful. How much did I make? Not as much as I want, but okay. And it's sunny, of course. Okay, it's a neutral day. It is still something. Oh, we're learning pancakes. Okay, we can make pancakes now, which is fun. Oh, blueberries. Okay, give them to me. Beautiful. And I need to keep one normal one for the bundle. I don't have any Pam. I'm so sorry. I hate that it accepts the quest when I obviously did not accept the quest, but okay. What was I gonna do? We're gonna go mining today. But I need to water the crops first. Okay, beautiful. I cannot wait to get sprinklers. Oh my. Hello, ladies. See if we can water these as well without having to redo our watering can. No, I've just about run out. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to go to the spa before this. Okay, we have an ad starting in about 30 seconds. Okay, beautiful. I'll just put the watering can in there for now. It's fine. Did I need that pine tar for something? No. Who needed it? He needs oak resin. Is this? That's okay. My brain caught up. That's what I needed. I knew that I had this set up. Oh my god, look at the little eyes looking. That's creepy. Oh, the little red eyes. They quite literally are watching every move. Let's go see what the lady with the purple hippo has. That's if she's there. Yes, she is. Beautiful. Okay. Well, I just got an orange, so I don't need the orange. I need that. Honey, need that. Okay, I don't think I need anything else, but I got 2 things that I needed. I'm not sure I needed... Okay, I have a few of these things. Good, good. I don't think... Okay, then we can finish off that bundle, which is so good. I need 3 apples. Woman, I need you to have a duck feather, okay? We'll drop these things off, then we'll go to the spa. Then we'll go to the mines and see if we can get a little bit deeper in the mines. A blackberry. Interesting. Oh, how about I'll be back. Okay, I think is it this one I need? Okay, so we can put you in, you in, you in, you in. And then we've completed this bundle. Yay! Bundle complete. Beautiful. And we got a keg. Nice. I forgot to bring my blueberry. Damn it. Then I would have completed that. Right. Okay. Don't have any of that. Another one done. Okay. What did we get? Autumn's Bounty. Okay. Okay, now we just need 2. We need a hazelnut and a common mushroom. Which I think is fine. Look at them carrying the little parcels. So cute. And did I get something for over here? I swear I did. You. Okay, I think that was everything. Now I need to drop this stuff back. Okay, so we're so close to completing some of those bundles, which is so exciting. We have some more geodes, which is good. Hello, puppy. Let's put our keg down. And I think, yes, that can go in there. Beautiful. I'm gonna put those things in there. Some of those things I don't think were meant to go in there, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll go. We will ooh! A grape. Beautiful. We'll go to the spa. We'll get our energy up, and then we'll go to the mines. I think that sounds like a plan. If only like spas were this quiet in real life, I would be at one all the time. Right? Someone would have to fight me to get me out. I would be in there sleeping. Yes. You go to the spa in real life, there are humans that you have to... Yeah, no. Linus, here. He's always so appreciative of all the gifts. Okay, let's see if we can get down a few levels in the mine. I've only just realized how dark it is in here. I forgot my sword. That's not good at all. I'm sorry, I don't have my sword. I'll pickaxe you to death. Oh my goodness, I'm not gonna get very far with this. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Leave the mine. That was not good. Let's quickly go get our sword. My goodness, our health. Might have to eat one of those meals that we got. Where did I put it is the question. Yeah, okay. Okay. Now where is my sword? Wait, I was using the mallet thing. Okay, off we go. To try and not die again. Oh my god, creepy dude. I am just going down, dude. Beautiful. He gave us the ladder. Oh, we were gonna get one anyway. Okay, is this a good luck day? Is that what I'm learning today? These dudes do so much damage. They are not nice to be around. Oh my lord. Thank you, dude. Oh, so many enemies. Nope. It's an infested area, okay. Oh, I died. No. Oh. Just as I was about to eat my meal. Oh, thank God Linus found us. Yeah, I don't look too good. Oh, okay. I didn't lose anything valuable. Okay. But that's not fun. Who the hell stole from me? Yes, it's getting late. So sad that I died. Okay, I need to get moving. I'm gonna pass out again. Oh my god. Why am I like this? I'm gonna lose more money. But stop. I think I'm gonna pass out, like, just as I get there. Yep, just outside my door. Damn it. Ooh. I want double foraged items. Okay, we made some good money. Fortune teller, what is it? Okay. The spirits are annoyed. We are not going to bother them. Oh my goodness. And now they're taking even more money from me. We got a strange bun. Let us see if anything will grow. We can smell up this. See if we get anything good. And I can't even go to the mines today, so I guess it's fishing again. Let us check on the chicken. It is more than the previous day. I am grateful for the blueberries, to be honest. They did all the work. Iridium grade. That's what I'm talking about, ladies. No, don't eat the hops. Put them in there. Good. Okay, so I could do... Where is it? The vault. What's the vault? Which we need, ideally. Could go and buy this one. And my blueberry. Let's get my blueberry. What did I do with the fishing rod again? There it is. Okay. Beautiful. Hey, that's another. Oh, we got a quality sprinkler, nice. That's what I was gonna do. Beautiful. Off we go to fish. Oh, I didn't buy the vault bundle. Turn right back around, woman. We got chocolate cake. Yummy. Okay. We need to make some serious cash. Is what I am learning here. sell these things to you. Okay. I'm trying to think. I think the trap bobber might be best for our good fish. I'm just gonna get some bait. We need all the bait we can get. Let's go. I think I'm just gonna fish right here. The rain will not stop me. Okay, I was getting all the red snappers. Alright, the red mullet. Oh. What are you? Dude! What was that? No, we just get red snappers now instead of the red mullets. This fishing is intense. Oh, there we go. There's the red mullet. That is exactly how I feel when fishing. And here come the red mullets. They're just gonna keep coming. Well, I will eat the sea jelly. It is fun, it's really relaxing also, but it's very stressful. Especially when the fish are just crazy. feel like I'm gonna have to watch a tutorial on how to fish properly. Or at least how to get the special fish. Because it's not going well for me. When it comes to the fish in the hats. Yeah, another red snapper. Hydrate and pasta check. I will do that in just this moment. We go. Okay. Take a sip of my drink. Don't forget to also hydrate and check your posture. I drank and I had to cough because it went down the wrong way. So I'm very sorry about that. But yes, I will snap if I see another red snapper. Also, I hope the music is balanced well and not too loud. Okay, that's great. Oh, not you. Hello. My guy. No, no. Why are you just sitting at the bottom now? Yay! A super cucumber. We need the Khaleesi karaoke. Oh goodness. Maybe for like a birthday stream or something. That could be funny. Although my birthday is a little ways away, but you know. Hopefully you'll stick around. My birthday isn't until August, but you know. I can make a plan to do a karaoke stream for my birthday. I am a summer baby even though I hate summer. Okay, I keep forgetting to take this song out of the playlist because it's so creepy. It reminds me of a circus, and I don't like it. Oh, I'm sat on the bench. Okay. Thank you. I hope so. I will put it up on my channel when... Oh god, we have another crazy fish. Damn it. Dude. I got it! Oh, it's another one of those crazy cucumber things. That is so rude. Holy moly, my throat is so sore. The coughing fit did not help that situation. I really hope I'm not getting sick. It's not what I need right now. Right? A cucumber that puts up a fight. Again, it's gonna be one of those weird cucumbers. My guy. If you have not some, like, incredible fish, I am gonna be so mad. Dude, no. Oh my goodness. It is one of those stupid cucumbers. Damn. How rude. Right? It's being so difficult, man. If it doesn't give me like 2 mil worth of gold, I am gonna be so mad. See, that one wasn't that difficult. Let's head back. God knows what that dude's problem was. Nothing over there? Okay. Cucumber is actually one of my favorites as well, so like, oh my goodness. I'm just being punished with the fishing, and I don't know why. I'll put the fishing stuff in here for now. And the sprinkler. Hopefully they'll bring us in enough money so that we can pay for that next bundle to be done. That would be good. Hi, Papa. So cute. Okay. Not a bad amount of money. I am not gonna complain. A new achievement. Cowpoke. What the heck is that? Let me see. Let me see. Earn 50,000 gold. Well. And why is it green? Is it green day today? Okay, it's green day today, everyone. Which means moss everywhere. Oh my goodness, I can't get to my chests. A pale ale. So today we are just going to be quite literally going around and collecting moss. Which I know sounds delightful. Yeah, it's moss day today. And you get like these weird trees everywhere. It's kind of funny. Hi ladies, do not go outside, you might turn into green chickens. Oh my lord. Yeah, exactly. That's like the best thing. Okay. We might need our axe as well. I'm gonna take a chocolate cake too, because why not? Okay. I don't want to accidentally ruin any of my crops is the only thing. Like, look how giant this is. Why have you got to grow between my crops? That's really rude of you. Okay, let us sow. Okay. Yes, it's a very weird day outside, people. Pam, I need to find Pam. So we will find Pam eventually. Let us chop down these weird looking trees. I'm not sure if they give you anything special. I just have so many of them. I don't know why. Oh my god, so many trees. Don't you just love when green rain comes along and mosses everything up? feel bad for the little geckos. I'm just siphoning out of their nest. But things have to be done. Sort the inventory out. So much moss is so good. This should come in useful when it comes to crafting. They run out of the little bushes when you whack them. And they disappear. I don't know where they go. I just feel bad because, you know, I'm probably whacking them out of the little bush thing. Poor little guys. Is Marnie in here? Yes, she is. Well, why would I be worried about green rain? No, it's... What? Oh. My dude. I'm guessing she's not accepting the pale ale today? Crazy. What tickles the brain? The geckos? Or the noise? I have a good amount of moss, if I'm honest. The noise, yeah. This game does have some really good noises. that's a weird looking tree. Don't mind if I do. Wait, did I need one of these for a bundle? I can't remember. Yes, okay, he does. Always great when things just appear. It's the hat dude. Look at him. He's so cute, just selling hats. Look how cute. Official cap. Oh, which shall I get? I kinda like this one. What cap? No, there is energy, so bottom right there's like an energy bar here. Mine's sort of covered but not completely, and when it goes to like red you sort of pass out. What hat should I buy? I kind of like the watermelon band. But then I also like this little yellow hat. Which hat should I choose? I don't know which one I'd look best in. Right? There's so many cute ones. Oh my goodness. I think I'm just gonna go for this. I'm gonna be a fisherman in my little... Oh my goodness. Look how cool I am. In my little yellow hat. People will be jealous. That's all I'm gonna say. Right? I think we can go take this one thing to the bundle. Cause why not? Right? My little cap. So cute. It's gonna keep me dry. It's 11 p.m. already? Damn. I was mossing it up. I'm so funny. Hang on. My dog has decided to bark. I will be right back. Okay. She just decided to tell the world she's cranky. Trash gobbling. Oh, it is getting late, but I need to donate this. Okay, which one was it? The chef's bundle. Beautiful. And I guess I can spend my money on lightning rod. Beautiful. Although I am now poor again. But we got 6 of these seeds, so that's good. Okay, we can put all this stuff away. I didn't really get much, but we got a few materials that we're gonna need, so that is completely fine. We will take one for the team. Oh, I need to put the lightning rod down. I'll just put it right there for everyone to see. Okay, now we can go to sleep just in time. God, it's so green. Okay, we made a little bit of money from not really much work, so that's fine. Let us see. Okay, the spirits are happy. Yes, it's still something. Oh, I have to water everything. Damn it. Oh, I didn't put anything in my keg. Maybe I should try a blueberry. Can you put a blueberry in it? Okay. We have a corn. Do I need a corn for anything? Or can I just sell it now? Ooh, I do need a corn. Okay. Well, that was lucky. I checked because I was just gonna sell it. Sunflower seeds. Okay. I don't think we should plant them. Because I don't think there is any point. We're gonna need my tools, of course. We have an ad starting in about 1 minute. For those who aren't subbed. Good morning, ladies. Iridium quality again. Such good chickens. And I forgot my watering can. Of course I did. Because I always forget my watering can. We just have to find said watering can. Was it the blue one? Yes, okay. Oh wait, Papa. The puppy needs watering. Who knows what's gonna grow here? Not me. And we're out of water. Chicken, do not go out. And we are out of water again. Oh my goodness. We are always running out of water. He was gonna make a run for it, I could tell. I think Cam is still thirsty, of course she is. Let us go and give Pam her drink. Oh no, we have the cutscene. Shane is asleep. Oh, he passed out drunk. Oh, poor guy. Khaleesi, can you do something? He's out cold. What does she want me to do? Kick him? Damn, yeah, he out cold. Oh. And he's gonna be our husband, guys, okay? We're marrying this man. Oh my god, the animation. He's so funny. Shane, what's the matter with you? All you do anymore is mope around your room and drink beer. We should give him a slap. You wouldn't understand. I'm worried. Oh. What's your plan? Don't you ever think about the future? Plan? Hopefully I won't be around long enough to need a plan. Oh. Oh, he made his little sister cry. Jazz. I think he's sad. And now he's having a breakdown. My heart. Where's he gone? Poor guy. Thank you. Okay, did we do her? Oh wait, that's the wrong person we gave that to. God damn it, Monty. How to raise chickens. Poor guy. Now you just have to feel sorry for him because he's obviously going through something. We will help him. By giving him beer. We have to go to the spa. You see, I need to get his hearts up. Like, where is he at right now? We've got 4 hearts. By giving him beer, okay, the hearts go up. So, kind of in a little predicament. I have no other choice, okay? After that stressful cutscene, we are going to soak in the spa and wash our worries away. That is exactly the plan. Now we go to the mines. Oh god, I completely skipped the exit and walked into the wall. The ladder. Just what we need. My God. Thank you. New ideas to sleep on. Perfect. Means I've leveled up. Hopefully in my combat. Oh god, not one of these. I hate these. Yeah, what are you gonna do without your shell, dude? That is what I thought. I need to remember to eat as soon as my health. Yes, and this is the easiest mine. There's like 3 different mines, I think. Like, I've never gotten to the second mines, so I'm scared but also excited. Because they get harder and harder. But you get different metals. Oh, I don't like the red stuff. What is going on? Different crystals and like metals and stuff. Oh, no. Dudes. Yeah, that is what I'm hoping. I think I'm gonna have to eat this now. Give me the ladder game. There we go. Oh no. I don't like these dudes. They are not nice. Not you. Nope, nope. Yeah, now you're out of your shell. What are you gonna do, bro? Yay, we made it to level 90. And we have the obsidian edge sword, which will make these floors so much easier to complete. I'm not even gonna risk continuing. Ooh, I have a bomb. They trusted me with a bomb. So funny. We get another piece of coal. Oh, I'm running low on coal. That's not good. Hydrate. I will do that now. No, wait, no, I only need 5. I can put one of these in. But does coffee count? We have leveled up in combat, so I'm gonna go for fighter, which our attacks will deal 10% more damage, which is good. No, I had some juice. Okay, fortune teller. Oh, the spirits are very happy today. Beautiful. Give me some gold melons. Okay, we had 1 gold melon. And I have new ideas to soup on. Beautiful. More hops. No, don't eat the melon. I'm gonna sell those. And all our blueberries are done. This is glorious. I'm gonna keep the gold star ones. Watering can. Hopefully we get 3 more gold star melons before the season is done. And we are out of water, of course. Hello, puppy. Our chickens are doing so good. Will we get away with this? I don't think so. Nope. The game hates us, that is facts. I think that is everything watered. Can I actually make kegs now? Or is that something... I can make a preserve jar. Okay. But I still can't make a keg. Damn it. Maybe I should make a preserve jar. 50 wood, 40... Do I have the coal? That is the question. I have wood, I have stone. I don't know if I have the coal. No, I don't. Damn it. I'm gonna have to get some coal today. And I didn't water the dog again. Oh my. Off to the spa we go. He's looking at those chickens like he's ready to eat them. He's like, damn, they look like some tasty snacks. I actually might just eat these berries and risk going to the mines. Like, my energy is almost full again, so why waste a trip? Hello, Linus. Don't mind us. Ooh. Okay. Let's see what our sword will do. That was so much easier. Oh god, you back up. So much easier. That's what I thought. Oh, ladder. We are zooming. Oh. Literally, this sword is magic. I just need to find the ladder. Oh. I need this. The fighter perk with the 10% increase in attack damage is so good. Another bomb? Let's eat our chocolate cake. Boom. I'm just gonna put a bomb down. Right? I'm like going for it. Nope, nope. Bomb going down. Bomb going down. No ladder, damn it. We're almost level 100. Right? I just zoomed through. What is going on? It's this sword, I'm telling you, and with the increase in attack. That's so good. God. My guy, I didn't even see you there. Right? I'm bullying them. Instead of them bullying me, I'm bullying them for a change. I'm actually quickly gonna drop those, eat these carrots. Oh, I really want to get the treasure in the middle, so I know there's a ladder, but I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit, as one would say. What do you want to get? Usually, okay, nothing good. I'm gonna eat these carrots. Nope. Level 100, finally. And I get the star drop. Nice. Our first star drop. Okay, the taste reminds you of naps, which is great. And my energy has increased, which is great. Now there's 120 levels. Let's try and get another like 5 levels in. What is that? I want to look at that. What is it? Immunity. I want an immunity ring. Oh my lord. Hello? Like... Come on, one more. Oh my god, it's fire breathing, dude. Holy moly. And what are you? What you? What are you? Okay, we're gonna put the copper chest plate on. Fashion, extra protection. What are you? My guy. Not you. Ooh, ruby. Nice. Oh no. I have to warp. I have to warp. Warp. And we warped. We had to warp. Ugh. Oh, and I fell asleep. Not good. I know. It would be insane. Farming, we've leveled up. We can now make the quality sprinklers. In mining, we can now make bombs, which is great. And we made some money, so I'm not complaining. But yeah, guys, we're reaching the 3-hour mark of the stream. That's crazy. My throat is really sore. I would end up kidnapping a dragon if I could. It would be insane. We've gotten so much done in today's stream. Like, we've made some good progress. But 3 hours, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just end the stream here. Thank you so much for joining me. I will be back on Tuesday, and I think we're gonna play some more Stardew Valley, which will be fun. We can make even more progress. And it'll be a good time. We'll just chill and vibe. And maybe I'll aim to do 3 hours on Tuesday as well, if that sounds good for everyone. So yes, thank you. Have a good rest of your evening, and I will see you on Tuesday. Bye!